Hey guys, Andrew Darlington here. I get the question a lot of times, what's the difference between a certificate of insurance and additional insured endorsement? We're going to talk about that in just 1 second. Okay, so what is the difference between an additional insured and a certificate of insurance? So a certificate of insurance is just a sheet of paper. That's it. What the sheet of paper does is it tells you what they have at the time that certificate was produced. It's going to tell you a policy number. It's going to tell you an insurance company name. It's going to tell you the name insured, the person who's giving you the certificate, the dates, and the limits of coverage. And that's it. It does not change the policy in any way. It really doesn't give you any protection. But the fact that you have a certificate doesn't really give you any protection, because even if it's legit and they still have coverage, it's not giving you any protection. And we see more and more people are getting a certificate, they're photocopying it, and they're never paying another premium, and they're handing that thing out. And so we have another blog on what you need to look at and the common mistakes about certificates of insurance. You need to check that one out. But that's all that the certificate is. It's just a sheet of paper. It doesn't change or modify the policy. And even if you have the sheet of paper and it has that certificate of insurance box, additional insured box marked, that doesn't necessarily even mean anything. Hopefully it does mean that you're additional insured on there, but whether it's checked or not checked, the certificate does not change the policy in any way. Okay, so additional insured status, what it does is it actually changes the policy to give you coverage. Additional insured means that if that contractor does something to get you sued, then their policy has to step in and pay and defend you and pay judgment against you subject to the policy terms if they are sued as well. So if your electrical contractor comes and he, let's say AutoClaim, he backs out and runs over a dog in the street, or heaven forbid, a kid in the street, if that person who got injured sues you and the contractor, that additional insured status on their commercial auto policy would actually step in, defend you, pay judgment against you up to the policy limits of that policy. Okay, a liability issue would be the person doing the drywall. This happens often. A good contractor is going to put up railings and that type of thing to keep people from falling off around the stairs or on the second floor or whatever. And a lot of times when they do that, the drywall can't get that drywall up the stairs. So generally drywall will take down those railings, and then they will put, they're supposed to put it back after they go up. If they don't, someone comes in to look at the house, a real estate agent or your best friend that you want to show your house to, and falls, then you're going to get sued, and the drywall contractor and about everybody who's even looked at the job is going to get sued. But that drywall contractor, by having you named as additional insured on that policy, is going to have to defend you, pay a judgment against you, and protect you. And so that's what that additional insured status does. The fact that that box is not checked or checked on the certificate really is irrelevant. There's several ways to do additional insured. One, it can just be an endorsement. Your name would be on the policy. They would change and put John Smith Construction Company or Bob Jones homeowner would be on there. So that's one way. The other way is by additional insured status, as a blanket additional insured status, and that can automatically give an additional insured status. We've got another blog about that on what blanket additional insured status means. But those are basically the two ways that it can be done. That it's going to be done. So additional insured gives you protection. Certificate of insurance doesn't give you protection. It just says that they had coverage based on that time. So you definitely want to make sure that the additional insured status is there. I would want to see either the blanket insured endorsement, or I'd want to see my name on the actual policy. Certificates, as I have another blog, are worthless. And so if you really want to see what the coverage is, you want to see the actual endorsement in the policy. That's best practices there. So if you have any questions, reach out, 423-292-4142. Happy to answer them. help@veritasrm.com. There's buttons all over this blog, this video you can look at to get a hold of us. help at veritasfirm.com. Our website, veritasfirm.com, has a chat bot, and we can communicate with you over that if that's easier as well. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, comment on this. We'd love to hear you and help out. If there's anything we can do, let us know, and thanks, and God bless.